So let's begin with OBS. So to work on OBS, I click on the application. I have a desktop icon over here. So once if I click this, I'm able to see the OBS interface. Here if you can see, you have the file menu, you have the scenes menu, you have the sources, your audio mixer, scene transitions and the control. So scenes means it will allow me to add more scenes. So let's say suppose on the first scene, I want to have just welcome to this webinar and I write all the dignitaries or the organizing committee details on my scene, and in the next scene I can start with the streaming, or I can add one more string which will give me the conclusion or the validatory function details. So all those scenes I can add here. The plus sign allows me to add a scene. So let's see if I add a scene. If I click on plus, it says add scene. I can give a name to the scene, or if by default whatever name is given to it, I just say OK. Now this is move up and down. Now scene down, scene 2 is below scene. So if I want to move it with the up arrow, now the scene 2. So the next scene, so I can rearrange my scene in the sequence I want. So this is to reshuffle between the scenes. If I don't want a scene, I just click on the scene and click remove. So the scene is removed. The sources panel will allow me to add different sources. So plus will give me, I can add an input capture, I can add an audio output capture, a browser, color source, display capture, game capture, image. I can even add image slideshow, media source, the scene, text, video capture device, window capture, and I can make a group of all the sources. So this is, with this tab, I can add scene. I can even remove sources with the remove tab. The third is a steering wheel like icon. This is called as the properties. Now this will elaborate more on whatever source you have added, the properties of that particular source. Again, you have the move up and the move down, similar like your scene, which will allow you to shuffle between the source. The third tab, if you see, is your audio mixer, which will show you the audio capture which you are doing. So we are not going to work on this. Then is the scene transitions. So if you want a smooth blending between the scenes, whatever scenes you have added, you can give transitions to them. As of now, I just have one scene. Then last tab is your controls tab. So through this tab or through this panel, you are able to control your OBS. So as you are aware that OBS can also be used for streaming purposes. So you can see that this webinar is going live on YouTube through the streaming. So I can start streaming from here. Then I have the recording tab. So recording button will start recording of the source you have selected. The studio mode. Now if I click on the studio mode, I am able to see the programs and the preview window. So the program is where I'm actually going to work, the application of it. And what preview I will get on the live streaming after a few seconds will be displayed on the preview window. So these are two windows which I have in the studio mode. So studio mode is a toggle button. I switch it off, it will close the studio. Then settings panel. If you click on the settings button, it will open you the settings window through which you are able to give different settings of the options which you have. Further, let's see how do I add sources to my project. So I click on plus here and let's see how do I have the audio input capture. Now when you say audio input capture, it will ask you to create a new audio input capture. Just say OK here and it will ask you the device from which you want to capture your audio. I see microphone here, or I can even say OK. So once you have said OK, whatever you are recording will be captured. So if you don't want the source, I can straight away remove it. Similarly, I can add the audio output capture. When I say audio output capture, click on OK. It will ask you the speaker. You just say OK. So all your speaker output will be captured. I click on minus here. Similarly, I add the browser. So what happens when I click on the browser? It will create a new browser. I say OK. Then it will ask me which browser I want to capture. Let's say I click here on a browser window. Let's say suppose the Flipkart window I want to capture. I can paste the URL of what I want to capture it over here. I specify the width and the height. Just click on OK. So the Flipkart browser is being captured. Yeah, so that is the browser. The next source I have is your color source. So when I click on color source, it asks me to create a new color source. I say OK. It will give me, by default it is giving me white. I can click here and change my color. So now if you see, the source is going outside your work area. So for that, what you do, you either right click, transform, or you can even go to edit and transform. So right click, transform, say fit to screen. So now if you see, the entire color source is on your screen. I can remove this color source. The next I can add is your display capture. So when I say display capture, it will ask me to create a new display capture. And now you see a window in window. So that means I am able to capture whatever I see on my display. So that if I don't want it, I remove the display capture. Next code is I can have an image capture. So create new image. Then it opens properties for the image file. I need to browse from which image I want. I select an image. I click on OK. Now if you see, the image is smaller than your source, so you can either drag it and try to align it, or you right click, transform, fit to screen. So the image will be proportionally fit to screen. If you see stretch to screen, the image will be displayed and it will be distorted or stretching it to screen. If you don't want it that way, just fit to screen. So the proportion of the image will add. And then I click now. Then again, I add a new source. I can add image slideshow. So image slideshow gives me a sequence of images. I click OK here. Then it will ask me the visibility. Always play even when not visible. Slideshow here you have to see as manual so that you can use your right arrow or left arrow, or you can control your slideshow by manually. It is automatic. Transition. If it is one image to another, you can choose the transition from fade, swipe, slide, edit. And then this is the time between slides. If I choose manual automatic, it will give me what timer I want, and if I click it manual, I am able to manually change it. I want it in the loop, so the image slideshow will be repeated continuously. I say OK here. Before saying OK, I need to add it images. So scroll down, you have the aspect ratio, just keep it automatic. Here I need to select the image. So just click on plus here, add file, and I select some. I press the control key and able to select multiple images. All these images that come here, I just click OK here. I right click, transform, fit to screen. And now you can see various images. When you start recording, it will play one by one. If you don't want this images, you can straight away delete the image selection. Now you can have a media source. Now what is the media source? Just click on open. It asks you to allow or select a file. So I click on browse here. I'm able to select a video or an audio which I have. Let's say I have a video here. I click it and click on open. So this video I can right click to this is the media which I can add it to my added. Remove the media set. Then I have a scene. So I can add a scene. When I see the concept of scene, I can select the scene and can do it. Then next option I can add a text. So the text, just click it as it is. You can remove the font. Here you have to type the text. Now you can see the text is right outside the field, so I can type it and place it. I can change the font feature to any font you want. You can change the size. You can change the color of the